Hello, it's Martin Bartalsky here from Good, and today I'm going to show you how to measure and adjust your fin on a slalom ski, a good slalom ski. So the tools that we need today to do this is the slot caliper that you can purchase on our website. It's got a slot in here that makes it easier to measure. We'll need a screwdriver, we'll need Allen wrench, and we'll need a wing gauge for a wing. Okay, so first we'll take the wing off your fin. Okay, now once the wing is off, I like to flip the ski upside down, put it on the bindings. It makes it a little bit easier to measure the fin. Okay, we're gonna measure, we have three measurements. One is length, one is depth, and one is distance from tail. We call it DFT. So we're gonna start with the length. I'm gonna show you how to measure it first before we adjust it. Okay, what we do, we zero the caliper. Now it's a 0. Here at Good, we measure with the jaws. That means we open it up, we push it against the tip of the fin, and we push the tail back, and we're getting 6.769. This is very close actually to the stock on the XTs. Okay, now we're gonna measure the depth. I like to put it down flat on a ski, and then we slide it towards the highest point on the fin until we get the number, which is 2.498. Okay, this is our depth measurement. What we do with the FT, distance from tail, we'll slide this slot on a fin as far forward as it goes, and then we'll slide these back to the fin. Okay, and we'll zero it out. Now we're at 0. Now when we push this slot back down to the ski and we push it forward, we'll get a DFT measurement, which is 0.709 and a half in this case. So these are the three measurements that we have now. Now what do we want to adjust? Let's say we want to add, 10 thousandths in a length. So what I do, we have 3 screws here on the side of the fin. If I'm adjusting only the length, I'm going to loosen up first front screws. If I was adjusting the depth of the fin, I would keep this one somewhat tight, and I would loosen up these two, so this is not going to move, and I can only take the depth out of the fin box. Okay, so we were at close to 6.67, so we're gonna try to get 6.68. So I'm gonna spin this screw, and I'm gonna measure what I'm getting here. So we're at 0 again. I'm gonna push the tip against the fin, and I'm gonna push the tail back. Now we're at 6.783. So we're close where we want it to be. I want it to be at 6.78. So I'm gonna take a little bit out. I'm gonna spin it the other way around now. Now I'm gonna measure again. Now we're exactly at 6.78. That's where I want it to be. So I'm gonna tighten up the screws again. We have them tight, and I'm gonna measure again. Sometimes they change by a couple thousandths. Which in this case, we gain 1,000. So what I would do, I would unscrew the screw again, take another 1,000 out, tighten it up, and measure again until I get the measurement that I'm looking for. 1,000 is pretty close to what we're looking for, and in the length, it could work just fine for us. So now we have the fin set up. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get a wing back on. We measured the wing before. We're at 9. You can be anywhere 9, 9.5, or 10 degrees, depending on what you like or how the ski came set up. The best is always to measure it before you take it off to see where you were. Now we're gonna go to 10 degrees. I got a 10-degree wing gauge here. Okay. So we have the wing on. It's still pretty loose. I can move it around. I'll slide the wing gauge on the wing. I'll tighten them up slightly. And we like to do top and bottom. So right now it's somewhat tight. It's holding into place. I take the bottom two, I push it against the wing gauge, Now tighten up a little more. And this should be very close to where we want it. I'll check again on the top. Everything is lining up. Everything is perfectly tight here. So I'll just tighten up the wing so it's not gonna fall off or move. It's pretty tight now. So this should be it for your wing and fin adjustment.